But if I get on that credit committee, I'll be one of the guys doing the clawing.
Not so quick, Kevin. Put the claws away. Thanks to a comment on my last video, you're about to find out what Kevin O'Leary's up to, why he is attacking the CEO of Binance, and why he's so protective over Sam Bankman-Fried. It's even pretty shocking for me.
Binance is a massive, unregulated global monopoly now. They put FTX out of business. You think after what happened today on the U.S. Senate floor is going to make it easy for Binance to get licensed anywhere on earth? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Trust me, you do not want to miss what I'm about to show you. Just to make myself clear, this really is a job for CoffeeZilla. Let's look at a company originally named DeFi Ventures, Inc. They would go on and rebrand the name of that company to WonderFi. Well, where do you think that name came from?
I am Leanna Hawkins, and we are standing here at Salt, New York with Mr. Wonderful, Mr. WonderFi, investor in WonderFi, Kevin O'Leary.
Of course, that name has something to do with Mr. Wonderful himself, Kevin O'Leary. WonderFi, a modern wealth generation company. WonderFi provides access to decentralized and regulated centralized crypto platforms and is focused on building the future of finance. I'll let you see Kevin O'Leary's endorsement and commercial for the company itself, then come back because it's about to get greasy.
Hey, Mr. Wonderful here. Looking to invest in crypto and want a personal touch? Call BitBuy Private Wealth and get your very own private wealth manager. BitBuy Private Wealth gives you the best rates in Canada on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and over 100 other coins. Connect with live traders for instant quotes 7 days a week. So if you want to invest in crypto, but have someone else do all the work, call 1-888.
So we have a Canadian-based cryptocurrency exchange, and they seem to have made some acquisitions. Kevin O'Leary backed WonderFi to buy BitBuy parent company for $162 million. WonderFi completes acquisition of blockchain foundry. WonderFi closes acquisition of crypto trading platform Coinberry. All kinds of companies make acquisitions. Not a big deal, right? But I do want you to remember, now Kevin O'Leary said Binance is a monopoly. Now we all know there's tons of other crypto exchanges around the world, obviously, that can be used. So to go as far as to say it's a monopoly, maybe a little too far. And of course, all these companies buy up other companies. Matter of fact, that's what FTX was doing a lot of. Kevin O'Leary would be a strategic investor in one of Binance's competitors. So of course you would have some negative things to say about Binance. Now remember when Kevin O'Leary said he didn't know that Binance was an investor in FTX? Well, I bet there was a company that he did know FTX was an investor in, and that would be none other than WonderFi. The company rebranded to WonderFi from DeFi Ventures in a nod to O'Leary's nickname as Mr. Wonderful from television shows Shark Tank and Dragon's Den. WonderFi also credits the billionaire founder of crypto exchange FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, as a strategic investor according to its latest presentation. And when we take a look at that presentation by WonderFi themselves, we see as far as strategic partners none other than Kevin O'Leary and Sam Bankman-Fried. So that's why I find it extremely interesting that Kevin O'Leary will be sitting there on national television talking about a clawback.
So at the end of the day, the question becomes clawback. You've been talking about it for the last 2 days. Is that 2.1 billion Madoff-style clawback? Who knows? But if I get on that credit committee, I'll be one of the guys doing the clawing. So I'm looking forward to that because I think at the end of the day, every shareholder and account holder has to have an answer to what happened here.
Now, what is that clawback for? Well, because FTX is believed to have defrauded customers and they paid out money to Binance, they should be able to claw that money back to help make the investors as whole as possible. But doesn't that mean that same dirty money, if you will, was paid out from FTX to WonderFi? The very same company that not only is Kevin O'Leary an investor in, but that literally rebranded and named itself after him. Mr. Wonderful. Come on. Sam Bankman-Fried was listed as a strategic partner in Q4 of 2021. Now that's on their deck. Now, you can see right here, he's been removed. I would think that he was probably moved after the collapse and the fallout. As far as those investors' stake, well, right here it does say 30.8%. Now, how much of that is Kevin O'Leary's? I'm not sure. But that does beg the question. Kevin O'Leary was on Meet Kevin's YouTube channel 5 months ago. At that time, FTX is mentioned, but I don't believe it was mentioned that FTX was actually an investor in WonderFi.
All right, last question, and then I'll open it up to just final comments from both of you. So this question for both of you: what happens when people like Sam Bankman-Fried run out of money to keep bailing out companies in the industry, and maybe we do get that mass panic event?
Well, I have to disclose I'm a shareholder. Ben, you should be aware, is a shareholder in WonderFi as well. He came in around the same time I did. I am a paid spokesperson for FTX. So I have a lot of respect for the management there. I did a lot of due diligence before I accepted that position because I wanted to have a compliant home. But Sam is one of the smarter guys in this space for this reason. Long before crypto, he was a trader. He understands the power of leverage, both to the dark side and the upside of performance. So I'm going to guess, and it's a personal opinion, the last guy to blow up is going to be Sam Bankman-Fried because he doesn't get himself caught in over-leveraged positions. Now, they're very, very good in terms of managing their own business. He's got a huge team there. Ryan, the CEO, they also manage the Americas differently. They do the rest of the world. They're compliance. His parents are compliance lawyers at Stanford. I mean, he doesn't have a better heritage in terms of managing this process.
The craziest thing about that was the question that Meet Kevin asked, because that's what's happened. It has come true. Very simple to see why Kevin O'Leary would want to go after Binance, right? They are the world's biggest exchange, right? Crypto exchange. So it doesn't surprise me that he wants to talk about Binance that way. He wants to protect FTX, I'm sure. But also this gives you some insight that him and Sam Bankman-Fried were not only partners when it came to FTX, they were also partners when it came to WonderFi, the very exchange named after Mr. Wonderful. And as far as all the time Kevin O'Leary is spending on television, when you come to talk about the clawback, that's what I find the most disturbing. You're talking about a clawback on CZ. What about a clawback on WonderFi? I wonder if he'll mention that. I wonder if he'll give his thoughts on that.
Every shareholder and account holder has to have an answer to what happened here.
Leave a comment. What do you think about this? Were you surprised? I was surprised a little bit. I don't put anything past most people, but this is on another level. CoffeeZillo, help us out on this one. I'm sure you can take it to a whole nother level. And shout out to Nick_P_.